All right, man, we back. Listen, long hiatus, man. We've been rolling with basketball season, just coaching and in the middle of trying to develop players and win games. And so, R&R podcast is back. We're going mid-year review. I'm your host, Richard Daniels.
I'm your co-host Rodney White. First thing we like to do, Mike and Reggie, is like give everybody flowers when they first come on our podcast. First of all, I know we all busy, we all helping kids, developing kids. Just want to give you guys y'all flowers of what y'all doing so far with y'all teams and what y'all done for the community and what's Salem so far.
Yes, sir.
It's tough. It's tough being a coach. We all know that it's long days, long nights. But man, at the end of the day, we all made time to hop on the podcast, and I
For
appreciate
sure.
you guys doing that because I know we all trying to watch film and see what we can do to get ready for the next year. So just
Yeah.
want to give you guys flowers because I feel like as coaches, we don't give each other flowers enough. I think we
Yeah,
all try to compete and say who the best coach. But at the end of the day, we all doing the same thing. We all trying to help kids. So I just want to
Right.
tell y'all I appreciate what y'all doing so far.
yeah,
I
Yes, sir. My
appreciate that,
pleasure.
brother, for real. Yes, sir.
My
absolutely.
pleasure.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys introduce yourselves. First of all, we got two legends, Winston-Salem Legends. Mike is kind of like the pioneer of this group. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna let him go first, and then of course Big Reg. A legacy at his school and his current, his alma mater and his current situation. So, without further ado, Bud, go ahead and introduce yourself first.
Coach Mike Russell, head coach at Reynolds High School. Born and raised in Winston, man. I guess I can, allude to the, couple of state championships we won just to kind of, put a little context on the pioneer thing. But what you guys were able to do, man, I'm happy for you guys to call me a pioneer because to blaze a trail, man. You guys went through it and took it further than I could ever imagine, man. So my pleasure being on the podcast with you guys, and let's get to it.
Yeah, Big Reg.
All right. Okay, Big Russ. I'm Big Reg, aka Coach Johnson. Born and raised here in Winston-Salem. Attended Winston-Salem Prep. Well, I'm the current head coach of Winston-Salem Prep. It's an honor to be amongst you guys, man. It really is. In this coaching circle, you don't got too many friends in this thing, but all of you guys is somebody who I know I can call and it'll be done. So I appreciate you having me on today.
Yeah, absolutely. The reason why I wanted to get both of y'all on here, it's rare that you find coaches that played and coach at the same school that they played at. So I think that's what makes this, it makes it you guys special as a coach because you decided to give back to a place that kind of helped you develop as men.
Mhm.
And so I think that is a big thing. It's tough because Mike, the Reynolds teams that you guys were a part of,
Oof.
legendary, hard nosed, tough, gritty teams that people talk about to this day. Um, and then with Reggie, same thing. I was a part of uh, taking those losses that y'all were, putting on people. When Carver and Prep played, and
For sure.
just to be considered, if not the most dominant big man to come through Winston, man, like that's a huge thing. So, man, I think that's what makes this podcast and this episode special.
For sure. For sure.
Rod,
Um,
I'm gonna say, go ahead, Rod.
Well, for me, I caught prep at the early age. So, I think you might have been like a freshman. So, we got the dubs. So I won't worry about that.
that ain't last too long.
I was gone. I was gone after that. I was already gone.
All
And then,
right.
and then Mike, man, we had so many battles, man. They call it a rival. We just, I Kernersville Bulls versus CP3.
Hey, man,
So
listen.
many battles, man. Like in the small gyms at
Yeah,
Ben Smith High School, so I always respect you for that, man. And Reggie, what you did at Miami, definitely respect you for that.
For sure.
The first question I got for you guys is like, what lessons have you learned? What coaching lessons have you learned the hard way early in your career that shaped you into the coach you is today?
You got it, Mike. Go ahead.
I tell you what, man. Putting our toughness as a player onto the kids, man. That's something I learned maybe like in the first 3 years.
Yeah.
I was at Reagan coaching JV, and we had a kid, man, Joe Miller, man. Shout out to my boy Joe Miller. He um he was one of the hardest workers. He was one of the hardest workers, but he could never keep up in sprints. So me and Trav, we'd have him running after practice and have him running extra, and come to find out, man, this joker got a hole in his heart.
Mm.
Mhm.
So, just not knowing stuff and just kind of going off of how we would have, what we think is lollygagging, or what we think
Mm-hmm.
is, not putting out, man. Some of these kids is, we you never know. So
Yeah.
again, man, like, just taking a little bit of a step back. Let's analyze this thing a little bit more, other than just, chopping it up as, maybe he's not in great shape, or
Right.
whatever the case may be, man. It might be something else.
Yeah.
It ain't always just a physical thing, and just a basketball thing. So that was just one of my things I learned early, man. Like, if you see something that don't look right, it might not be all the way right.
Right.
So just don't chalk it up as, something as like I said, just something physical, man. Like, go ahead and dive into it and see if you can figure it all the way out. So, but
Absolutely.
yeah, that's one of the big lessons, man. I don't put anything as far as my toughness on this group of kids these days.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Mike, that's a great point, man. Honestly, if I could take the words out your mouth and say the same thing, I would, man. But for me, I look at it too as like you can't skip over the small steps with these guys. As
Hmm.
far as boxing out, how to take a charge, calling out coverages, ice, blue, whatever. These kids don't understand those terminologies.
Yeah.
So when I'm telling them, the drop step pivot, down on how to open up to the small things.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of you breaking it down and going through it from step 1 to step 15 if you got to. You
Hmm.
can't skip over those steps.
Yeah.
And for me, I came in so late, this year as far as to prep. I kind of had a fast speed my process a little bit, where you guys was probably going at it in June and teen camps. I had to come in and hit the ground running,
Yeah.
and I had to slow it down a little bit because guys didn't know the simple fundamentals of basketball.
Yeah.
So with that, it's just I'm like, man, I gotta teach y'all how to do what now? I gotta teach y'all how to box
Yes.
out. So I'm
Yeah.
like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
My son, he's in the 5th grade. He can box out.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of reteaching it and breaking it down to him in layman's terms, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
telling you.
We always talk about just in this coaching journey, like having to kind of break bad habits that have happened
Yes.
for so long
Mm,
before they come to high school. Um,
yeah.
whether it's the AAU, the middle school, youth sport, whatever it is,
Yeah.
YMCA, somewhere down the line, the fundamentals aren't being taught anymore.
Right.
And everything is a training session, or everything is making moves at cones, and it's no more
Mm-hmm.
just simple drills. Like, until you get to elite level, or even if you're a younger kid and you got a lot of talent, you still got to do fundamental drills. I can remember all
Facts.
of us,
Facts.
probably doing the most
Facts.
basic drills up until maybe high school.
Mm-hmm.
You
Agreed.
know, footwork
Agreed.
footwork drills on the sideline, 2 feet on the line, quick feet hopping. Just stationary ball handle. So it's tough, man, because we all come through we come through the times of like tough coaching and like
Mm-hmm.
skilled guys, but you put in so much work prior to getting to high school. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get with your high school coaches, of course, they all make us who we are. So
100%.
it's tough, man. Going into the second question, so we in mid-year review. We all just got through the Frank Spencer. Rod played in the
Mm-hmm.
y'all was in the Sheets, Rod,
Sheets, yeah,
in the
yeah.
Sheets
We
tournament.
were.
So we mid-year review, man. What's a moment from this season that you would probably say doesn't show up in the box score, but it meant a lot to you guys?
Um, hey, I tell you what, and it's kind of, I got Rod right here. That's is one of his guys, man, Chase James.
Hmm.
Chase, man, I went to him before the season started, and I asked him. I said, Chase, man, you're a senior. I already know what you're bringing. what you think about coming off the bench as our sixth man. Chase looked at me, bro, and said, "Look, coach, I'm used to it. I don't
Mhm.
care about coming off the bench.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to win."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you don't hear
Right.
stuff like that, man. You don't
Not
hear
at
stuff
all.
like that from guys that's kind of been waiting for their turn, they
Yep.
seniors, they senior
Yep.
year,
Yeah.
so that hit a little bit harder because it let me know, man, that I got a guy that's just ready to win. And
Mm-hmm.
that, and again, at Reynolds, bro, that's big because you trying to shape culture, you trying to change attitudes,
Yes.
so to get there from Chase as one of our best players,
Yeah.
that's why I hit it a little bit harder too, man, because Chase is one of our best players. So for him to make that sacrifice, I'm kind of giving out the story, now, but man, as we go through our journey, if you don't hear this podcast, bro, you'll never know it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's something that we'll refer back to throughout the season, and something that just kind of let this season start off real smooth,
Yeah.
kind of bring us together, give us a little bit more camaraderie than we might have.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, man, that was huge for Chase, man. Shout out my boy for sure.
Yeah.
Anytime
God,
you get your
God,
best player to, I mean, that's tough. Anytime you get your best player to buy in, coach, bro. Listen,
Yes.
that man, that opens up a different level
Yeah.
of success right there, man. I'm telling you.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So I
So
know it's gonna pay dividends down the line somewhere. I know we struggling right now, man.
right.
But again, that's just one of them things we can always refer back to. Like,
Yeah.
yo, who making
Yeah.
sacrifices?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Chase made one of the first ones of the year, so we
Yeah.
appreciate him for sure.
I love that one. So for me, I would say just from the beginning, me having the big guys to get in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it ain't box score stuff, but it's the little stuff that matter to me.
Yeah.
So now I call practice at 11 a.m. About 10:15, they on my coach, where you at? Like, where you at? Like, you late.
Mm.
You late. I'm like, nah, like 11 o'clock. Nah, coach, we trying to get extra work in.
Yeah.
So for me, again, when I best players start doing that, it's a trigger down effect. Now
Mm-hmm.
every single body is at practice 10 o'clock, ready to
Yeah.
go. You know,
Yeah.
I feel Russ leaving the house. Like let me get them here and get there. Because that's the stuff that has really separated us in these past few months. Guys
Mm-hmm.
coming to get work in with Coach Greg, with Hop, with Levon. Those
Yeah.
guys are gym rats as well.
Yeah.
So to come in there and seeing guys just anxious to get in the gym, anxious to get better,
Mm-hmm.
that changed our box scores. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That,
Yeah.
that small little stuff right there help you transcend forward. So
Yep.
that's exciting, bro.
Yeah. Go ahead, Rod.
I think for me, my assistant coach, Coach Doug, he does a lot behind the scenes for our defensive schemes,
Right.
and I mean, I'm still kind of young coach, but not that young. Man, I want to get up and down. I
Yeah.
want to run. I want to press. I want to
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
face off
Yeah.
skills, and he
Yeah.
always kind of keep me humble. Say, Coach, these guys got to know the plays. They gotta
Yeah.
we
Ooh.
gotta lock in on the plays. We gotta everybody. Yeah, the starting five might know the plays, but what about the guys that come off the bench?
Right.
They gotta know the plays. And sometimes you get locked in on your starting five. You're like, okay, they're gonna play. Or the guys are gonna play the most minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta pour to all the kids on the team.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a kid our first game of the season. His name Cohen. Played JV, never played varsity first year. We had like 3 or 4 guys hurt, so he had to start.
Right.
And we was in Moorhead. And I said, raise your hand if you're nervous. I'm just trying to get him pumped up, get the team pumped. And he was the only one that was real
Put his
nervous. So I'm like, listen,
Yeah.
man, don't be nervous. Go out there and play your game. And believe it or not, man, the kid went 6 for 6. Had, like 15 points, hit a couple free throws.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we won the game. And, for me as a coach, like, and the type of kids that I got over there in CLA is like, we're developing every single day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, every
Yeah.
day we're developing kids. So
Yeah.
for me in the box scoring, the win so far this season, I don't care if I'm winning more games.
Yeah.
Like, just knowing this kid went out to perform that game, and
Yeah.
he gonna remember that game for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah.
happened,
Yeah. Yeah.
because man, you went 6 for 6 your first varsity game,
Yeah. That's crazy.
and you was scared. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and you're a
wild.
junior, so I'm excited about the future of next year. When you're a senior, everything gonna be good to go. So
Yep.
right now, man, I got the little wins right now. Just trying to
Yep.
just motivate these guys every single day.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the key. That's the
Before
key.
we get into the next question, I got to commend y'all because I watched all three teams beginning of the season. I went to watch Rod and they first game or first scrimmage. Of course, I watch Mike and them on the web on the app, and then I'll call him sometimes, and then Reg. Of course, we played y'all early in the season.
Mm-hmm.
Watching y'all teams this week, you can tell that they're being coached. You can tell that they're learning, and because wins are so important to this new culture of basketball, the development part and the small stuff doesn't always show up,
Yep.
in the parents' mindset and
Yep.
the city or whatever. Like everybody
Yeah.
thinks, okay, if you're not winning, then these kids ain't learning that. Oh, they need to be
Right.
doing that, but they don't see how much time y'all put into the small stuff, teaching we're teaching basketball at the
100%.
high school level, and we're not just coaching talent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like even though,
100%, coach.
Oh no, you Rich, you just said something right there, brother.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
it's a lot of them that's just doing that right there.
yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
but you're teaching like even your best players, you're teaching them now because again they don't know anything other than play off of God given talent, like God given,
Mm-hmm.
whatever's God given. They going out there and they just doing that, and they can get by in middle school because if we honest, middle school is terrible now.
Oh
You
my
know,
God.
Yes.
so
Trust me, I know.
so
Russ, we been there, Russ.
Yes, we
Russ, we
have.
been there.
the best players gonna benefit. But if
Yeah.
we just talking about, teaching how to get to your spots, how to be a leader, how to do certain things, man, I think y'all doing a great job with teaching. Like Reg, watching y'all play in the Frank and the energy and the
Yeah.
bench and the kids, like that's the old prep culture
Yeah.
coming back.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing with you, Mike. Like you got it tougher because you had Reynolds, where it's sometimes it can be. I can say it's very political at times.
At
So
times,
you know what I'm saying? Like
absolutely.
you're having to try to, you know what I'm saying, do more than you really want to.
Right.
Because, sometimes shit, as a coach, you just like, man, I'm gonna go with this right here and this what we're gonna do.
Yes,
You know.
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
But in these days and times we can't be old school coaches no more because
Yeah.
they not going for that. But I mean, watching y'all coach hard, like I said, even Rod always coach. I tell him he's sweating like he playing at the end of the game.
OT.
And you know what? I've never heard Rob regular voice. I think
Yeah,
every time I've heard him, bro,
he be
he's been
hoarse, right? A hoarse
hoarse.
voice.
He's got the hoarse, raspy voice
Yeah,
going.
Oh man.
yeah, coaching,
Good
man. But
job.
y'all doing a great job, man. Like, just again, I'm a fan of like everybody. I don't have no,
Yeah,
I don't have no beef
I'm
with no
with you, bro.
coaches because I'm like, at the end of the day, it's all about the kids. Now,
for sure.
some
For
people
sure.
do some, do some nut ass stuff, but for the
Ooh,
most
do
part,
they?
man, like I genuinely enjoy watching basketball. So, man, y'all doing a great job.
Same
Lord,
to you,
Rich,
coach.
appreciate that,
Same to
bro.
you, coach, for
Appreciate that.
sure.
For
So
sure.
going to the next question, I can honestly say all of us in here had some tough coaches, including myself. I had Clyde Reynolds was my high school basketball coach. He was one of the toughest coaches I ever had. How
Coach
do you
Reynolds.
guys, with the generation these days, and y'all know what I mean by this,
Mm.
how do you guys relate to the kids now than back in the day when you was actually playing and how hard your coach was on you? How do you change your coaching style from back then to now?
Go ahead, Rich.
I even take this one. So for me, you still can be hard on these kids. So what I learned, I had the OG Coach Gould, man. That's
Mhm.
to me, man. It's nobody better than me.
Yeah.
So with him, tell y'all a quick story with him. I first got to prep. We was playing pickup, and it was shirts and skins, and somehow they put me on skins. Not happening. I was a bigger fella. I had. I said not happening. I said put me on shirts. He said no, you on skins. So I'm like, well, you can cancel this. I'm not playing. Whatever. So he said, come here. He said, I tell you what, if I take my shirt off, will you take your shirt off? I'm like, you take your shirt off. I gladly take mine off, Coach Gould. And he took his shirt off, literally, took his shirt off and put all the attention on him. I took mine off and was able to just hoop. Like, all the attention was on coach. So that to this day, that carried with me as far as you gotta really show these kids that you invested in them,
Mhm.
that you care, And once you do that, man, they'll run through a brick wall for you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's kind of my approach, man. Off the court stuff, like going to the movies, going to bowling,
Yeah.
doing things like that. That's how you get these kids really to buy in. So when I am chewing you out, it's a place of love. It ain't because coach don't rock with you.
Yeah.
Coach wants to see you get better.
Yeah.
Coach wants to see you grow. So and I think that's my biggest coaches is just making sure that all my coaches that we take care of these kids off the court as well. Because they got lives. Two of my players got kids already, so you got to really mold them faster than the people who don't.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's my approach to this.
That's tough. That's tough, bro.
Nah, that's dope, man. Well, I tell you what, I really can't say, man. I had Coach Howard West. Of course, one of the best to ever do it.
Yes, he was.
But man, I really say our styles are really different. He was more of the you know, disciplinarian dictator type vibe. I'm more of a player's coach. I do it. I do it in just more of a just a relatability type way, man.
Mhm.
Like it, Coach West, man. He had his way of things, and it came across real smart alecky, and
Yeah.
and all that. I don't do all that smart aleck shit, man.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
have real conversations with my boys. I'm gonna talk to you. Rich, I don't know if you maybe recognize a difference in between Kyrie in the second half,
Mhm.
in our game.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was time,
Yeah.
and I gave it to him, man. I gave it to him like I would give any kid that I just want to see do
Yeah.
well.
right.
Yeah.
Now, if he ain't is mentally strong, he gonna take it and just take it a totally different
Yep.
way.
Yeah.
Pack his bags.
Kyrie,
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie a dog. He know exactly what he want out this game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He heard me loud and clear, and every every word that was included in it can't really go on the podcast. I'm pretty
Right.
sure
Right.
Yeah.
but I gave it to him, man. I gave it to him, and he responded. And that's just kind of how I go about things. Like I said, I got big love for Coach West, but me and his styles is just two totally different ways. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But
Yeah.
if there is anything that I can bring from Coach West, it's being able to just separate friendships. I know all these boys got friendships. I have
Mm-hmm.
friendships with the guys out there West Forsyth, with CJ and Eric King and all
Yep.
those guys.
Yeah.
Every game we would play, he would just always make sure, bro, this ain't you versus them. It's
Yeah.
us versus
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he knew how to make sure we were separating those friendships. We knew we was at war, and
Yeah.
we could be friends after the game
For
was over
sure.
with.
For
So
sure.
that's definitely something I got to spread to these boys, man, because y'all know, like I know, they all buddies.
Yeah.
All
They
buddies.
they don't want to really compete against one another, but we got to make sure, man, we press that line
Yep.
and just making sure you want to be at your best. You want to
Mm-hmm.
see your buddy at his best, and we'll see who the
Yep.
best
But not tonight.
after it's over.
Yeah.
So
This
for sure.
Yeah. It's almost like I don't know if they feel like, they're not gonna be friends after the game, or if these kids are just that emotional that, they can't understand what competition is. Cause you see that a lot. Like they fall out about, oh, he fouled me hard, or he did, and I tell all our kids every game, like, whoever I'm going against that day, I don't like them that day. Like it
Facts.
don't matter who it is. All of us are close friends, but if we playing, I gotta win because I'm a sore loser.
Yep.
I'm a
Yep.
competitor.
Yep. Yep.
And so they don't take that mindset all the time. There's
No.
always well, I don't know, coach. I told my little brother that all the time. Hey man, you don't have no friends. When you playing
Yeah.
basketball, none
No
of these guys
friends.
are your friends. Like him and
But your teammates.
Mike,
That's it.
him and Amari best friends. Like they close. But I'm like, you gotta kill Amari today. Like
Yeah. Yep.
because guess what? He gonna
Yep.
try to do the same thing to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like you telling him that on the opposite end, like, hey, you need to go at him. And
Yeah.
so they
He,
don't have that.
he heard you loud and clear too, Rich. I don't mean to cut you off, but he heard you loud and clear too. He heard you loud and clear, bro. He played a great game. I'm not gonna. Yeah, he played a great game.
I,
He,
I'm tough on them because you can't let people use the whole relationship excuse. Like, I mean, you going through the same thing. Like, your son is on the team, so the first thing everybody's gonna say, no matter what, it don't even have to be the truth, is he's coaching his son. Oh, he's
yeah,
Daddy
coaching
Daddy
ball.
Ball.
his
Daddy
brother.
ball.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
it's on Facebook right
Yeah.
now. It's
Daddy ball.
subliminal.
Yeah.
It's subliminal, but
But
you know
it's
what I'm
out
saying.
there.
I read it.
Yeah.
It's all good.
but I
And
mean,
it's funny y'all was talking about just not being able to respond to things,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
regardless of the position I hold.
yeah,
I wouldn't respond to that shit if even if we was
yeah,
just talking about CP3
Yeah.
basketball.
yeah,
Yeah.
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
it is what it is, bro. You got your opinion on it.
yeah.
It's cool. Have it. That's what social
But
media for, bro. I'm
you
It
not
know,
finna
is.
sit up here and go back and forth with you.
everybody's gonna use that. So I think that's the toughest thing. Like, bro, that if that's what people want to use, like you said, why would I respond to that? I mean, you're his dad, or that's my brother. Like, we're gonna make sure we look out for their best interest, but they also got it the toughest
They do.
It's
100%.
in front of the
100%.
team, and when they
Yep.
go home, it's
Yep.
worse
It
because
is.
at home I can really tell you how I feel, or I can put
Yep.
hands on
Yep.
it.
Yeah. Put hands on you. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So, man, bro, like it's again, man, it's a super competitive thing. Going into the next question, and this is gonna be kind of like a two-part question. So, what does it mean to you personally to come back and lead a program
Mm.
that helped shape you, and then by coaching at your alma mater, um, how does that help build a culture and set the expectations?
Mm.
I tell you what, man, it means everything for me. I mean,
Yeah,
coming back to Reynolds, man, it was a challenge for me because I was out of district. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So I had to just kind of meet a whole new, crew of friends and all of that good stuff, man. But that, of course I had, older guys that were already there that kind of helped out with that too, but I
mhm,
still needed to have my own circle of friends
yeah,
and,
Right.
that was in my class and all that stuff. So, um it just kind of helped me get out my comfort zone early, and I'm appreciative. I'm appreciative of some of the relationships I done made, since the first day of school, and I'm still buddies with some of those dudes today. And but to come back to Reynolds and have those same friends supporting me, in my tenure, bro, is dope. It's
yeah,
it's really dope, man.
yeah,
So, but just as far as the building the culture at my alma mater, man, it's tough, Rich. It really is, man, because you talking about two different eras,
Yeah.
um,
yeah,
and you talking about me being intentional about not bringing our success, to what they got going on. It's
yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's not fair. It's really not fair, man, because the
Yeah.
way our team came together was special.
yeah,
We had a special group of guys, both my junior year and senior year. You had some really, really good basketball players, bro. Like
yeah,
it,
yeah,
it, it ain't even close.
yeah,
Right.
And again, if you kind of do it, drop the names, you can see the difference in between what I had to work with
yeah,
as a point guard and who I was getting the ball to compared to, what I'm coaching now, man. Is
yeah,
Right.
respectfully,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's, I mean, it's real.
respectfully,
That's
bro,
real.
it's a
That's
huge
real.
difference.
yeah,
So,
That's real.
um, but again, man, still, I enjoy the process of trying to get us back. I always like that that challenge of, let's get it back. Let's restore the feeling, man. Let's
yeah,
let's let's
Mm-hmm.
get Reynolds back to where it was
Mm-hmm.
at,
yeah,
and it might not be all the way back, but we're gonna get as close as we can
Mm-hmm.
to
mhm,
those days where, we really took pride in where we went to school. We took pride in Reynolds High School,
The
and
letters
again,
across
it's a
your
challenge,
chest.
bro. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's a challenge. It's a
Yeah.
process, but
It
we
is.
embracing it all, man. And I got the right group of guys around me as far as coaches that's invested. I got a good group of kids, that's gonna kind of help set that standard and set that culture in my first couple years, and give these young boys something to look forward to. So,
yeah,
um, but again, man, it's been a struggle, but we already knew that.
yeah,
But
Mm-hmm.
we're looking forward to what's coming next, man, for sure.
yeah, yeah,
Mm. Man, that's again, what Mike said, man, is hitting the nail on the coffin, man.
Yeah.
Being back home for me, where I grew from a boy, to a young man, is crazy. I still remember my conversations on the back steps outside in the
Yeah.
locker room. I
Yeah.
remember all of that, man. So
Yeah.
it hit different,
Yeah.
but the thing is, I remember it's personal because I remember all the hard work we put in,
Hmm.
all the sacrifices we put in at little old Cameron Avenue at Winston-Salem Prep.
Yeah.
I think outside of Reynolds, man, we kind of we was like as far as putting out players and people in school, man. It happened at Prep a lot,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So, but like you say, it's a different time, man. But it's more personable, for me right now
Yeah.
because I want to see Prep succeed. I want to see Prep get back to relevance once it once was.
Yeah.
You talk about Prep, talk about basketball automatically.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
Everybody came to the games, got the Phoenix, them birds fly. I mean, all that stuff was
Yeah.
going on back in the day,
Right.
man. So
That's dope.
I
That's
mean, it
dope.
was it was love. It was love. So again, you try to keep away what we did, and how we did it, but you still add your own twist to it.
Yeah.
Because every day you can't hide it. Just like at Reynolds, you can't hide it, man. You look up what you see on the wall.
Sure.
Yep.
State champions, state
Yep.
champs,
For
state
sure.
champs, state champs. So you can't hide from it. You got to embrace it. The people
Yeah.
that come to your program got to embrace it.
Yeah.
Is you gotta work your tail off each and every day.
Yeah.
To be successful in basketball. Period. So over Christmas break, we had Zach Austin. He came back home.
Okay.
He was in the gym with the guys. Zach is a hair away from reaching his goal.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to Zach
Shout
Austin,
out.
man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Keep going,
man.
Zach. You
Yeah.
close, baby.
For sure. For
Man,
sure.
he
You
is
close,
Zach
baby.
is here, man. He's dominating in the G League right now.
Yeah.
He is dominating, man.
Yeah.
So just to have guys come back and talk to him, because sometimes players do get tone deaf with your voice, which
Yeah.
I mean it happens because I went through it. Coach, man, all right, whatever, coach.
Yeah.
But to hear Zach, Zach is living in it right now.
Yeah.
Zach came from the same school that you at right now.
Hmm.
And Zach just told them boys, man, you gotta work. He's trying to get caught up to OKC. Zach ain't finna go score no buckets.
Yeah.
Guess what they got? The
Yeah.
MVP of the league.
MVP. Yeah.
Like Zach finna go play defense, and please, Shay, if you pass
Yeah.
it to me, I'm ready for it. Whenever
Yeah.
you swing it,
Yeah.
if you swing it,
Yeah.
and that was the message, man. So, you gotta do the small things, man, to get what you want. Y'all want to get buckets, cool, everybody do, but defense, man, doing the small things, taking charges,
Yeah.
and that's what Prep was built on, man. Toughness, tough players win. TPW, that was our motto, man. Tough players win. So it's
And man,
personal for me,
that's a
Rich.
man, bro. That's a huge like, bro. Did you just hear what you just said? Like, you had Zach Austin come back talk to the
Yeah,
boys, dog,
Yeah.
and to
yeah,
get that lesson of playing off the ball and knowing
yes,
and
yes,
man, and again, Shay is Shay is Shay, bro. Like
yes. That's what it is.
that's the guy now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So just to kind of that's dope, man. I'm that's
yeah.
super dope that Zach came back and hollered at the boys for
Man, it
sure.
was a blessing, man. Those those guys, like they was locked
Yeah.
in.
I bet so. I
Zach about
bet
broke my
so.
rims and now, man, dunking on some of them boys, man. I said, take it easy, hold on
Yeah.
now. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But it was super competitive, man. And I think that's really what helped us going to the Frank Spencer
Yeah.
was going against Bobby Cannon, coaching
Yeah.
at QEA. He came
Yeah.
back home.
Yeah.
So having those older guys come in there, Bobby done went through some things
Yeah.
here recently, to where he had to humble himself,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and he displayed his message to them. It can be gone just like this.
Yeah.
So just having those guys come back, man, and talk to these guys, and that right there means the world to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's a benefit of this new wave right now that I'm currently coaching in that Prep.
Yeah. Yeah. That's dope, man.
So how do you guys, how do you guys honor your program history, and also put your own stamp on it?
I don't honor it as much as I should. I'm still waiting on. I gotta try to get a couple more wins under my belt, man. Just to make it make sense. I don't wanna honor Reynolds while trying to make this comparison with
Right.
we want to
Right.
win. We got to win like we
Yeah.
and we losing.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I want to let's celebrate everything together. We winning. We back to our winning ways, but I really don't honor our days is as much as I could, I
Yeah.
should, but
Mm-hmm.
that's intentional, man. Like I
It
want
is.
these boys to go about their business in a way where they're just wanting to carve out their own legacy. They're not chasing
Right.
nothing
Yeah.
that we did
Right.
back in the day. I
Right.
said that was gonna be something I intentionally did, man, when I got the job. And that's something I've intentionally did in my coaching career. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I never bring up my playing days, bro. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yep.
irrelevant. Like,
Yep.
and it really
Yep.
wasn't even all that great, you know what I'm saying? But
Man,
if we
cut it
want to
out.
just
Yeah.
if
Man,
we
cut it
Yeah.
talking
out.
Come
leadership,
on,
Hey,
man.
man.
okay,
Hey, next person, man. Mike
we
just
can do
talking.
leadership. Listen, we can do leadership. Listen, and I'm tough. We can guard and all that good stuff. But these boys, man, they don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I know that they don't want to
Yeah.
hear it.
Yep.
It's like I said, bro. It's irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's just something I want to make sure that these boys understand.
Yeah.
I'm here for you guys.
Right.
Yeah.
I want every one of y'all, bro, to have your own,
Yep.
your own successes with the game, regardless of what I've did
Yeah.
in my past. You know what I'm saying? But again, just like Reggie said, man, you can't hide them pictures. Now, them
Yeah.
pictures is big as hell
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't
when you
hide them.
walk up in that gym.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I refer to it every once in a while, man. But it'll always be what we was able to sacrifice,
Yeah.
what everybody had to sacrifice to come together to do what we did, man. But not celebrating as much as I should, but we gonna do it right whenever it's time, man. I'm
Yeah.
waiting on a couple things to
Yeah.
transpire, but we definitely we're gonna do some celebrating here in the next couple years.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I love that, man. So I'm kind of like Coach, man. I do a terrible job of giving myself flowers or even think about it. Like that's
Mhm.
something that I don't do. I've never been that person.
Yeah.
So we kind of, like I said, we don't talk about it, but they do know it's a space on the wall for another picture,
Mhm.
Yes,
and
sir.
I'm so serious. Like it's a space on the
Yes,
wall
sir.
that's there for another picture,
Yeah.
and again, it's tough because two different kids. Like if my teammates didn't touch the line, I'm probably going upside their head in practice.
Yeah.
Now it's cool now, so you gotta change with times.
Yeah.
Times is different now. I can't expect the same thing I would do, these guys would do.
Yeah.
So we just trying to go brick by brick. The history is the history.
Yeah.
Those guys know the history. Like Mike said, they know we played the game. They told me, Coach, we seen you airball a free throw in warm ups. Yeah, I'm like, but you seen me had 32. So they
Don't
talk
leave
they
that
junk,
part
man.
out.
Yeah, don't leave that part out.
Yeah.
So they always, they do their own little research and stuff, man. But again, I don't bring it up. Every now and then, I pay for it the next day. I get in there and hoop with them. They
Yeah.
be like, yo, like, I'm like, yeah, you gotta relate to them, but
Yeah.
it's a whole new wave. This a
Yeah.
whole new different group of kids, man. So you gotta just keep it pushing, man. Respect the past, but win the present right now, for
Yeah.
sure.
I think that's the best thing about both of y'all programs is y'all have history and tradition,
Right,
right? So
right,
like Rod, no, because he was at Walkertown before. Like
right,
we don't have a tradition. We don't have
right,
any history. And so, I always try to get Jalen Cone to come back and,
right, right.
talk and just like, hey man, listen, this kid made it from little old Walkertown,
Mm-hmm.
to go play at Virginia Tech, to go play at Northern Arizona, to go play at California. Like, yeah, you can be the next Jalen Cone, but y'all didn't see Jalen Cone at 5:30 running in the stadium. You
Yep,
know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't see him
yep,
cool with the custodian at 6 a.m., 6:30.
yep,
He's shooting in the morning every day, or Coach Thompson coming in there and like,
yep.
damn, Jayla, I'm tired, but man, like if you want to get in here, I'm gonna, open up
I
the
got
seat.
you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
y'all have the tradition and the history, and that's what makes it special. Like I said, for y'all to go back because you've been a part of it. You've done it. Like I share with our kids. I ain't putting y'all through nothing that I ain't went through. And I'm actually taking it easier on y'all
Every day.
because
Yep,
y'all gonna go proud of y'all
yep,
parents.
yep, yep,
I'm like, what we went through, not only in high school, but Reg, in college.
Yeah.
Like,
Get
like
worse.
it's the mental warfare that you had to go through. They can't handle that. Like if we put them through that type of stuff, none of these kids is playing no more. Like,
Yep,
none of them
yep.
play.
But Rich, even that you saying that though, Rich, not to cut you off. So I had a kid, man. It's a thing called war. It's a drill we do called war,
Mhm.
where there's no fouls. It's a toughness drill.
Yeah, tough man
You
drill.
know, Yeah, it's a toughness drill 2-on-2. You know, losers go run, come back next group. So one of my kids, you know, he quit. Like he was in the middle of minute, you gave me somebody sorry. Like I did it on purpose. I gave him the lesser teammates to see you gotta figure it out. So
Yeah.
he ended up quitting. I'm gone. Left his team shoes, you know, left everything.
Yeah.
You know, and he got home, was like, he texted me, was like, Coach, man, my bad, man. I shouldn't have did that, man. He was like, because you ain't doing nothing but making me a better person. You're
Yeah.
making me a better man. You
Yeah.
know, quitting is never cool. You know, and I realized that on a car ride home. I'm like, man, I'm tripping. You know, so I was like, so I'm glad that this allowed you to see
Yeah.
that now and he holds everybody accountable now. Nobody
Mhm.
can like he is my who I go to. Yo, they tripping. Get him in line.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and he's the one I go to. Shout out to my boy Tim, man.
Tim. Yeah.
My boy Tim. It's my boy.
Yeah.
My boy.
I
Yeah.
think Rich let me know, but y'all definitely got that history, man, program, and I think me and Rich are kind of in the same boat. Well,
Right.
I mean, I just got my first 1,000-point kid probably about beginning of the season,
Yeah.
and I mean, he's the all-time leading scorer of the school.
Oh
And first,
wow.
it was only 700 points at first,
Hey, yeah.
and I'm scoring 1,000. So I'm trying to build that history that you guys already got
Mhm.
at Prep and at Reynolds,
hmm
and
hmm
Rich doing an amazing job at Walker
For
Town.
sure.
I
Absolutely.
know we kind of set the tone a little bit, but man, Rich, when you took in that now, it's just whole different level. The type
Yeah.
of kids you getting in there, and
Yep.
like the new uniform. We had them ugly big jerseys. Okay, old school, man. Okay, and Under Armour jerseys too. But
Oh man, no, no
I
sir.
look at you guys' program, and I look at where I'm at. I'm like, man, if I can get NCLA at least close, to what you guys have done, and a pat on the back for myself. But I'm watching you guys, and I see what you guys doing, and I'm just trying to build. So if I can get that history going over there, and just believe in
hmm
sport, and believe
Yeah.
in you
Yep.
can win. I think that's my
Yeah.
biggest thing is
Yeah.
like
Yep.
when we win,
Yep.
it's like, oh damn, we won. Like, nah, we
Yeah.
supposed to
Yeah.
win.
We supposed to
Yeah.
win.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to build. And you guys already got that blueprint at the schools you guys coach at. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely got to give y'all props for that, for y'all
It's
history.
gonna happen, coach. It's
Yeah.
gonna happen, coach, for sure. Just it's brick by brick, baby. I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
for
Yeah.
that's
sure.
the
One,
key.
one one thing I see with all of us too, man, is that we connected to the youth with through AAU, through
Yep.
what I'm
Yep.
saying, whether it's sports training,
Yep.
like we all connected to the youth. So I think when you talk about building your programs, people see when you're genuine, right?
hmm
Like you ain't got to
hmm
oversell nothing. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
again, sometimes winning does help, but like if I know that I'm sending my kid to a great coach,
Yes.
coach that's gonna pour into them and
Yes.
like genuinely care, I would rather
Yes.
do that than to take my kid where he just gonna be with the best talent and you're gonna just
Mm-hmm.
overlook him once the next kid come in.
100%.
So I think that's one thing that all four of us do is like, we in the community. Like, I mean, these kids gonna have to decide: Am I going to prep? Am I going to
Mm-hmm.
Reynolds? Am I going?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
all of these guys are like guys that's they pour
Yep.
into my kid.
Good people. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I can definitely appreciate that from y'all, man. Just we trying to like Mike used to always talk about Winston with the basketball as the O. Like I love that because it's like we want our city to get back to, what I'm saying, that caliber.
Yes.
And so many people came up to me this week and was like, bro, when did the city when did the talent die down? And I take that personal, like,
It's personal.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, nah,
Yeah.
man, like we gonna get there. It's some kids, like we gonna
Yeah.
but I mean,
Yep.
the truth is we ain't producing those type of kids no more
We're
because
not. We're
just,
not.
everybody wants to, gatekeep or now, the private schools come in and
Private schools, charter schools.
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like, because they
Mm-hmm.
feel like they're getting better by going to
Mm-hmm.
these schools. And in some cases it is true.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you just making a lateral move, like
Yeah, for sure.
No, for sure.
you're making a lateral move. So man, we lit. I told y'all we right at lit. 44 minutes, Reg.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we there. We
We
there. That's what
rolling.
I'm talking about.
This is my last question. What lessons or traditions from your playing days? So like again, Reynolds, state champs. I'm sure y'all had something superstitious that y'all would do, or like even individually that y'all would do. Same thing with you, Reg. What are some lessons or traditions that you intentionally carry over into your coaching philosophy, and like which ones do you think have evolved?
Um, I it's sacrifice, man.
Mm-hmm.
Sacrifice. That's the biggest one because if you, I don't care what team you talking about, bro. You can run them down from the Bulls to whoever. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? There's got to be sacrifices made, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that was the biggest thing everybody had to go through. You know what I'm saying? Like we talking about somebody like a Whit Hokenfay. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, Whit is a Hall of Famer at Reynolds,
Yeah.
Yep.
and he was the backup point guard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the sacrifices Whit had to go through, man, to keep himself in the right space to
Yeah.
be ready to go out
Yep.
and produce whenever he got his opportunity, man. It was huge, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And you know, even me, you know what I'm saying? Like I could shoot. I
Yeah.
just didn't. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because I had to make sure that my dogs was fed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Yeah.
that was something that I took a lot of pride in.
Yeah.
And, luckily for us, I got a chance to win to make sure those sacrifices made sense. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So it might have, hurt me a little bit, my personal game, man. But those rings, those pictures, bro, those banners,
Live forever.
those
Yeah.
things forever. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's the biggest thing. And we go back to the very first question with Chase and the sacrifice he made. Like, that's the biggest thing I took from that team, from my playing days,
Yeah.
from our successful teams that we had at Reynolds, bro. Like, there's got to be an ultimate sacrifice made. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and to be honest, and how it's evolved, you know, you're gonna have to sacrifice, even what you might think is an opportunity to get some exposure. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like for your college career, your
Mhm.
future. You know what I'm saying? Like you might have to put a little bit of that on the line.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I promise you, is you're gonna get it on the back end.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But to see kids, and really have kids, understand what the back end really means.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't, you know what I'm saying? So that's something that I gotta keep pressing every day. But again, I do have a lot of experiences and a lot of examples where
Mhm.
if we
Yeah.
sacrifice, bro,
Mhm.
everybody's gonna get what they want out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me on
Right.
that.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, I agree. So my answer kind of falls in the same breath of Russ. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Just it's more so accountability, you know what I'm saying, and team. That's my biggest thing, team.
Yeah.
So every day we start our practice, we do a drill. It's called a backboard drill, where it requires 1 through 12
Mm-hmm.
to make make it successful. If one person mess it up, I don't care if it's the best player or the person who played every now and then mess it up, the drill is not successful. And I'm big on that. So and with me, I've had a blessing of being coached by some great coaches. Think about Coach L at Miami, how he was so just intentional about every single thing. I'm very intentional
Yeah.
about what I do and how I move. The players might not notice it, but I'm very intentional of how I'm trying to get them.
Uh,
You gotta have pride, accountability, and character.
yeah.
Because one thing about prep is it's not a huge school. So if you're in there causing ruckus in the building,
They're
it's
gonna
gonna
know
get back
about it.
to
Yeah.
me. You're
Yeah.
gonna know about it. We
Yeah.
gonna know about it. Everybody gonna know about it. By the
Yeah.
time 305 hit,
Yeah.
they gonna know about it. So, and
Yeah.
it's about character, man. For me, it's bigger than basketball. It's about character.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
about your character and your life outside of basketball.
Yeah.
Your mama tell you to wash the dishes before you leave for practice. Them dishes better be washed. I'm gonna send you back home to go wash them dishes.
Yeah.
If she called me and tell me to wash them dishes,
Yeah.
simple things like that. That's gonna mold you into being a young man. And I tell parents, they're gonna come in a boy, they're gonna leave a young man.
Yep.
Because and that's what prep was. Everybody who came through prep, especially during my time, we left better people. Not
Yeah.
just basketball players, but better freaking people, man. And
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited to play a part in that. I really am.
That's
Yeah.
dope. That's dope,
For sure.
Reg.
For
Yeah.
sure.
What I will say, man, and I know I know Y'all in it. Buzz, this is what, year 2 at Reynolds.
Correct.
Reg, this is first year. Rod is what, year 2. I would say, man, when you continue to run into these bumps in the road, man, just remember why you doing it, because you're not gonna get no love sometimes, bro. Listen, it's
Boy, sleepless
and I'm
nights.
telling y'all, I'm telling, because it's crazy, because I'm in year 6, and I feel like it's better now, but it's taken to year 6
Yeah,
to really get to a point where I feel like
yeah,
I'm in control.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, it straight up. Like, I mean, we done had, kids transfer out,
Mm.
coaches leave, parents cuss you out. I mean, it's whatever y'all going through, bro. I done been through it. And so it's like,
But look, hold on. How you handle that though? I take stuff personal. Like I ain't been to the point
yeah,
where a kid has left my program, but I be like, yo, like, what we doing? Like, and because I always feel like I did something wrong. I'm still like I'm so
yeah,
personable like that with every kid. I get
yeah.
too close to them, and then So how you
No,
handle that,
no,
coach?
that's the genuine part of you though. Like,
Yeah,
I said this a couple episodes ago. I think I received blessings through just being genuine.
right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? And
right,
however those blessings may look, you keep doing what you're doing. Yeah,
right,
you might lose a kid, or you might lose a friendship with a close person,
right,
whatever, but you're gonna get it back. You know what I'm saying? Tenfold, because
right,
you're genuine, bro. And
right, right.
it's gonna hurt. Like, I mean, bro, it's been some times where, like, my lady, like, you good? I'm like, I just need to be, just leave me alone for a
Yeah,
little bit. I'm gonna
yeah.
get over it.
I'll be all right.
I'm gonna get over it, but just let me sit in silence for a little bit, because
Right.
my mind is telling me to go, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like we men first. We men
yeah.
first.
We are. Mm-hmm.
So my mind is telling me go handle it like a man. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, bro, you just got to remember, like,
Yeah.
you in this spot for a reason, and some people will
Yep.
do things to trick you out that spot. You know what I'm saying? And so,
Yep.
man, y'all continue to do what y'all doing, man. Like, again, coaching success is not based on wins and losses. I mean, you
Mm-mm.
you continue to be competitive, and you continue to push the win, but you also are developing character. And
Yep.
the way college basketball and stuff is going, developing character is way more important than talking about
Yep.
scholarships. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, straight up, it's way more important, because they ain't giving out scholarships like that. So when they leave here, like you said, what do they learn?
Yep.
When they come back 5 years from now, what they gonna
Yep.
say about Coach
Mm-hmm.
Johnson? What they gonna say about
Yep.
Coach Russell or Coach
Yep.
Rod? You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? So,
Yep.
bro, y'all continue to do what you're doing, bro. Like I said, I'm a fan of y'all programs. I genuinely fool with y'all, like, outside of just
Sure.
basketball. You know what I'm saying? And so anything I can do support wise, let me know. I'm still gonna call and check in.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, I might call Mike, because he getting these random kids. I'm gonna call him and
Yep.
figure out how.
Preach.
I'm gonna
Preach.
figure out the formula.
Hate you.
Don't listen.
But
Don't listen to Rich.
Hey, Rich crazy.
Rich called me and said, "Hey, I think one of your parents in my lobby." All right, Rich.
All right, Rich.
hey, hey,
Hung
Same
up.
shit,
Hey, hung
man.
up.
listen.
Boy.
All I'm
That,
saying is, hey, a
that's
lot
how
of
I
people.
go.
Hey, a lot of people moving to Walkertown, man. I don't know. It might be the highway.
Oh man, here you go. Here
Hey,
you go.
I tell you what. I tell you, it might be that damn seafood shack.
It
Hey,
might
shout
be
out to Seafood
that
Shack.
seafood share
You
south.
gonna see me in your lobby.
Yeah,
You damn
yeah,
right. I be in
but,
Walker Town
Yeah.
often.
yeah, yeah.
Shit.
But man, listen, man. Listen, this episode was dope, man. I'm gonna talk to y'all off camera a little bit, but what we'll do, I'm gonna try to edit this in the next hour. I'll send y'all the
Okay.
link, and I mean, y'all blast it out, man. Reg, I can what I'll do is I'll tag the pages. I invite y'all to collab on the
Okay.
y'all page and the school page, just so they,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying, they can see
Yeah. That makes sense.
and support, man. But bro, again, anything I can do, y'all let me know. Even if y'all see my game and y'all say, hey man, Rich, you stinking it up. You ain't doing
Yeah.
XYZ.
I love that.
Tell me,
That's
man.
real.
Because,
That's real. I'm same here.
you know
Same
what I'm saying,
here.
man. We have to continue to support each other
Yeah,
in order for the city to get back to kids actually going to school.
But
Yes.
Rich, and the thing is though, like I'm a big fan. I've been saying this for like 2 years. The game need like Russ when you got hired at at Reynolds, bro, it was a bullseye. Like
Yeah.
they need a relatable coach.
Mm-hmm.
Like you OG, but you not Coach Reynolds. You know what I'm
Yeah.
Right,
saying?
I'm
Like
with
you know
you.
what I'm saying? Like
I'm with you.
you can relate, man. Like
Yeah.
Rich, y'all can relate. Like I
Yeah.
got the little handshakes with him. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
so they need relatability,
They
dog. Like
need that, bro.
they
They
do,
do.
man.
Yeah.
They do,
They
or
do.
they'll crash.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, it's I mean, like you said, y'all we all players coaches and
Yeah.
you kind of learn from whatever coach had the best impression on you. Good and bad,
Right.
you learn from them and
Right.
you mold yourself into that coach. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? My college coach was a psychology major. So he always played mind games. And I said, I'd never be that guy. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
You like that?
I love him to death because he made
Yeah.
me tough. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Hey,
So
I'm about to drop. I'm on the clock. I'm gonna holler at y'all.
hey, yeah. But listen, man, I'll holler at y'all, man. Listen, I'll send y'all the link here in a few
Okay.
and just blast it out, man. But I appreciate y'all for real, man.
I
You
got you,
already know,
Russ.
Rich.
Keep doing your
Appreciate you, my
thing,
guy.
Russ. For real. Keep doing your hey man.